Hey folks, Ian Robson here with Fishing Experiment. Today is May 21st, so it's the Victoria Day long weekend. Today we're fishing in Mooney's Bay. I didn't realize, but the water is pretty low. Let me show you. So that's how low the water is right now. I actually thought it'd be a lot higher. So it should be kind of interesting because I wasn't expecting that to be that low. But we're going to start off with, gonna fish for pike and walleye at the same, or pike and maybe panfish at the same time. I'm gonna start with a small lure first, and kind of maybe work up to a bigger one. And we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna start with a spinnerbait, a white spinnerbait, quarter-ounce spinnerbait for maybe pike, maybe walleye. We'll see. And then I'm gonna use a little jig for panfish and maybe rock bass, something. We'll see. But I'm gonna go move around here a little bit and see if we can't catch something. And I got my two rods with me. I got my bait caster for pike. I got my little spinning reel, or rod-reel combination for panfish, maybe some walleye if I switch it up. So anyways, let's see what happens and hopefully we catch some fish. So I'm hoping to target maybe some rock bass around the area. Now there's a little bit of an eddy forming right in front of me here. And if there's walleye, as far as I understand, walleye tend to congregate around current. So if you're an expert in walleye, leave a comment below, because I am not an expert in walleye whatsoever. So I'm going to try and around this area, put a little bit of a heavier jig head on, maybe get down a bit further out, and we'll see if we can't catch some walleye in this area. I know there are walleye in Mooney's Bay, but I've not caught any before, so we'll see what happens here. So we've moved spots again. We're closer to Hogsback Falls here, and we're going to see if we can't get maybe a perch. So far I've had no luck with perch or crappie. There aren't any weedy bays here in Mooney's Bay at the moment, so that really doesn't help my case at all. Doesn't mean there isn't something out there, but just means I'm not catching it right now. So we're gonna see what we can see here. Right now I just got like a little Strike King. It's basically a tube jig, essentially. A little tiny tube jig. So we're gonna see. We may have to go around the other side where it's a bit calmer, and maybe we'll catch something on that side. We'll see here. Funny story. As I was fishing around, I just got stopped by the conservation guys, the M&R guys, and they just wanted to check your license. This is the time when you tend to get checked the most, is when it's early season like this for bass. There's a lot of people, they assume people are going for bass a lot of times, so they want to try and get you. Of course, I was trying for pike and crappie, basically, and perch and all that kind of stuff. So, unfortunately, I haven't caught anything yet, but I have been checked by the conservation officers, which I'm happy about, because it means they're out and about. They don't get out very often, so it's good to see that they're out and showing a presence and enforcing the laws of fishing, or the conservation laws of fishing, because basically that's what helps keep the fisheries healthy in Ontario. So anyways, it's always like getting stopped by a cop. Depending on how often it happens to you, sometimes you're probably fine with it. Other times you get all nervous. So it's kind of interesting. But anyways, just wanted to share that little information with you. So be sure to have your license with you. And yeah, be polite. Usually they'll ask a couple questions, ask what you're going for basically, and then that's about it really. Right folks, so we moved to the Rideau Canal in hopes to have a bit more luck. Just going to try over here, right by Carleton University, and we'll see if we can't get some. Hopefully we'll get some sunfish or perch. It's supposed to go for a walleye or a pike, but hey, uncooperative. I didn't realize the canal was going to be, didn't realize Mooney's Bay was going to be so empty right now. There's actually a notice on the Parks Canada building saying that they have postponed the season for 1 week. So that's the reason why it's so shallow in Mooney's Bay right now. So alright, so move to the canal, further into the canal, and we're going to see if we get maybe some sunfish or something. This is the joy of having the Rideau Canal and the Mooney's Bay right close to each other, because you never know what you're going to get. Oh, good limb taking quite enough. There's like a little bluegill down there. Ooh, so I can see a school of fish in front of me. Don't know what they are. We're going to find out. Oh, Fish on, folks. Ooh, nice. What do we got here? Looks like a nice little bluegill. There he goes. Oh, fish on. There we go, nice little bluegill. Get that unhooked there. There you go, folks. Nice little bluegill. Gorgeous colors. Take a quick little picture of that. And then we'll put them back. Or just put them back. Oh, fish on, folks. Oh, got that one on the side there. Must have just gone just over it. Spotting patterns looks like for bluegill. Electric blue. Oh, fish on, folks. What do we got here? Ah, nice. Nice little bluegill again. Looks like, yep, it's a bluegill. Beautiful colors. There you go, folks. Nice little bluegill. So this is why I came down this area, because I knew that these bluegill would be down in here. Let's get a quick picture. There you go, folks. Nice little bluegill there. Gorgeous. The fish have been really finicky with what I've been throwing. This is a Johnson crappie master, I think it's called. And I've been finding my jig heads are just a little bit too small for this particular rig. So what I've been discovering is I had to cut the I had to cut the soft plastic a little bit to make it a bit shorter so I could actually get some better hookups. But they've still been missing it, so we're going to see if we can't get some more on this. I do have Berkeley gulp minnows and some Strike King little tube jigs, so I might switch back to. Oh, that was a bite back there. The one thing I've been noticing is that the fish aren't not super active yet. They don't seem to be in spawn mode right now. At least the panfish is what I'm referring to, at least in this context. So it's been kind of interesting. They're like, it seems like they're staging, so they're getting ready to, but I haven't seen any like bluegill beds, for example, or anything like that. So soon, I expect, though, maybe the next week or so, if we get some hot weather again. In one day that was like 30-degree weather, and then now it's just been mid-15s. This is in Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. So it's been interesting to see what's been going on. No luck with the pike. There's not many pike in the canal, so I won't fish for them really here. Ooh, maybe they are getting ready to spawn. It's hard to say. The perch are definitely taking it. They're doing the same thing. They're just going for the tail. And like I said, this jig head's just a little bit too small. It's a 1/64 ounce jig head, and they just don't want it that much, it seems like. That's the reason why I feel like I'm getting short strikes. So I may switch to something else in a second here. We'll see what happens. Oh, fish on, folks. What do we got? Ooh, nice little perch this time. Nice. I do love perch. There you go, folks. Nice little perch on that crappie. King, whatever it's called. I'd have to look up the name, to be honest with you. There we go. Let's get that out of there. There you go, folks. Nice little perch. Beautiful. Let's get a quick picture of that. There you go, folks. Last view. Put it back. There it goes. Nice. It's off and on raining, so I got my rain gear on right now. So if you hear a lot of crinkling, that's what it is, basically. So let's go ahead and move on from this spot. It's so bizarre when you have to carry around 2 rods all the time, even though you're only using one. In this little area around here, around the Dow's Lake area, I haven't seen any carp spawning, so it must not be warm enough for them here in this area. So, anyways, like I was saying, this area is pretty soggy. So if you come down here this spring, right now at least, like I said, today's April 21st, so, or April 21st today. May 21st. And it's pretty soggy down here so far. and that was the reason why they postponed the opening of the canal, officially at least. They filled up this part. They haven't opened up the canal up to Mooney's Bay and all that area, so. Oh, fish on, folks. Nice. That's a tiny perch for that lure. Tiny, tiny, tiny perch. There you go, folks. Another little perch. Gorgeous. Let's get out of there. Nice. There we go. Perch are definitely more active, or they definitely attack it a lot more than the bluegill will. You have to get a pretty big bluegill, it seems like, in order to go after this particular lure. So, like I said, I may change it up to something a bit, maybe a bit more aggressive for some of the bigger fish. We'll see. All right, folks, that's it for me for today. Didn't catch any walleye or pike, which is what we started going out for. We got some panfish in the end, so that's always makes up for it. And let me know if you have any suggestions for catching walleye or pike. I'm not an expert. If you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below with what you suggest we should try next. My name's Ian Robson, from the Fishing Experiments, and I'll catch you guys later.